Okay. All right, great. I forgot what streaming is. When did I stream last time? Good evening, everybody. Oh, microphone just attacked me. Wow. Okay. Give me one moment. It's been a while since I streamed, so yeah. We need to fix something because I'm now recording this bootcamp, so I want to make sure to publish that as a course in Programmer Network. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go, for example, to this video. I'm just gonna grab this playlist and then I'm gonna go to Streamlabs. Man, I think my camera is like super big. Wait. I think my camera is like super large. Wait a minute. Display capture. Where the fuck is the video capture? Is it this one? Yeah, wait, give me a second. I need to fix that. Unlock, yeah. Yeah, that's like super large. The big shot. I'm still here sometimes. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't been active much lately. As you know, yeah, what is to say? Holidays, I'm still abroad, and I'm also recording. I'm also recording this this course now, this bootcamp, right? So it's a lot of stuff. You've been just busy. Well, good to hear that, man. And of course that I'm happy that you're here, man. Like, you know, you guys have been around for so long that you are the ones who remind me why I even keep streaming, right? So, what is to say? Thank you. I love you, man. Thank you for coming back for so long. And yeah, I need to. Yeah, I'll focus as well a lot on this bootcamp and things like that, right? Because as we discussed before, yeah, what I've been kind of reflecting a little bit about, right, around the New Year's is that few of these guys who are first, a few of these guys who are popular in this platform are popular because they have a huge YouTubes, right, and they have a lot of followers there, right? So I think investing some time actually into building content that people can rewatch and genuinely use, I think it's probably better, and then mix it up with streams and stuff, right? So it's all about being smart, right? I already did this third web. Okay, that's good, right? So that's why. So, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be selling courses. I'm not gonna be selling anything for sure. I don't think that's my goal. I'm not gonna be selling any courses. That's not the goal, right? Because yeah, for sure. But I feel you, Leo. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm not gonna be selling them. I just want to make sure that yeah, it can get us more people onto the platform and stuff. With that said, right? Let's get started today. So we're gonna write some Go today. So we're gonna still be writing Go, and I can't wait. If you believe me, guys, I'm still on vacation, so I actually haven't written any code at all past couple of days. Not typical for me, I know, but I took this week off as well. So this Sunday, actually, we're flying back to Denmark. So actually next Monday, so in 7 days from now, I'm gonna be back to the standard routine, you know, standard grinding machine. So I haven't been actually writing any code lately because, you know, our Christmas was yesterday. I'm Orthodox, right? So our Christmas was literally like yesterday, right? So yeah, okay, so what I wanted to do, right, I forgot how to program in a week. Let's open Docker, and because I'm recording this bootcamp now, right? Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. So what we're gonna do, so if I go to Programmer Network, I've been basically on Programmer Network. I've been yeah, I started kind of writing this course there, right? But I've noticed when we refactored our dashboard, right, that I haven't, I missed this publish thing, right? Wow, reset Docker to no. What happened to my Docker? No Docker. All right, so let me just close a few of these things, and then we start coding. And then we're gonna maybe do some Go, hopefully, I hope. Let's see. My Docker kind of exploded for some reason. 25 Go. Good evening, buddy. How are you? Ah, okay, good. let's go to our containers, right? Yeah, let's start our So 5 days ago, last time I ran Docker. So, all right, that's great, right? Ironically, actually, I don't have a Redis running locally. That's funny. Did I even run Programmer Network API on this laptop? Wow, I genuinely don't even remember. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's happening, right? But I should have, right? So this is like this bootcamp thing I'm doing. So let me leave this Zen mode thing, right? Well, it's not okay. So let's go to the API, right? It's been so long since we did some work on Programmer Network, right? So I'm gonna close this crap. I'm gonna open another. Oh, actually no, I'm gonna open a workspace. Right? That's how I've been working before, right? So open workspace from file, open recent. Wow. Didn't I have a workspace, or was that on my desktop, the one on the computer in Denmark? I think it is, right? Pretty okay. Let's see. It's been a while. Where's the front end? Wow, are you kidding me, man? Okay, give me a second, guys. Wow, okay, let's see. Actually, don't remember, did you write any Programmer Network since I came for this holiday? Do you guys remember? I don't think so. I don't think I ever ran this, right? I think that even, what the fuck? NVM not found. I remember. No, we were learning go. Okay, that's why. All right, that's interesting. That's crazy, man. Okay, so give me a second. Actually, let's click here. Let's go to. Let's go. Okay, so that's cool. All right. Wow. Okay. I forgot how to code in like. Yeah, I mean we've been messing we messed something up when we had to go, so it's all good now, all good now. So it is. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so we for sure, I can tell you, we for sure haven't done any Programmer Network on this laptop. So it's okay. It's okay. 100% we haven't. 100% we haven't. Let's just get started. Okay. Wow. And I think PMP is, yeah, exactly, right? That's crazy. Okay, let's give it a second. Okay. Okay, great. So we should have that now. I don't think we're gonna be able to run this without Redis instance. That's the thing, right? But let's see, because I was thinking, how come I don't have any Redis? Do we actually? Didn't we like set up a Redis actually? Wait a minute. Didn't we at least install that container before? No, we have the Postgres here. So let's actually get rid of this container. So I think. So I think we're gonna actually have to get. So let's go to images here, right? Yeah, we do have Redis, right? That's weird, right? So I guess we never actually ran that before, right? So yeah, so let's can I zoom this in so you guys can see? Yeah, so let's just yeah, bind it to 6379 port 6379 TCP host path container. Is there any environmental variables that we need for Redis latest? Wait, let's go Docker Hub Redis latest. Sorry. Some people writing on YouTube. I'm gonna respond to that. Sorry, I'm mostly reading Twitch chat, but I need to change it. Let's see. Name some Redis. These started Redis. Start with the persistent storage. Additionally, if you want to use your own Redis config, yeah. So I think that this is fine if we just run it like this. I suppose I don't actually remember, but if you try running it like this, let's just call this Redis whatever. Anton, my friend, good evening. It's going well, man. I haven't streamed in a while, so good to be back a little bit. Good to be back. What about yourself, man? How is life? Let's see what's gonna happen if we try, actually. No. What? Let's see what's gonna happen. So, yeah, so shit. Crap. Alright, so, well, yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer, right? So, give me a second here. Give me a moment. So, you're gonna have to look at my face for a bit. I just need to check one thing. Shit. Ah, man, crap. You're gonna have to stare at my face in isolation just for a second. Because I need to make sure that I've done what I think that I've done. Shit. And give me 1 second, guys. I just need to... Then I'm getting back to you. Then we can communicate. ENV, yeah, shit. No, that's not good. Yeah. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm not actually sure if we can even do that today. Let me... give me 2 seconds. That kind of sucks ass. Because I don't actually remember did I even... that's a little bit weird. I don't actually remember if I even have these environmental variables that we need stored anywhere remotely other than that other machine. Crap. Alright, let me just take a look at one thing, maybe. So I don't have it here. I'm just gonna try another thing. And then I'll share my screen. Invite people. Home, more. Fuck. So how do I do, like... Give me 2 seconds. Where's my other laptop? Let me just check something here on my MacBook Pro. I have my ENVs somewhere, but I don't actually remember. I think I thought at least that I've shared them so I can set them up on this computer, but that's a bummer. That's a complete bummer, but let's take a look. Fuck. Okay, programmer network. Alexander. Yeah, I actually do have something here, so hopefully it can be enough. Copy. Little Leon, man, we should have coffee tomorrow, man. I mean, we should hang out before we leave, dude. Hopefully we can find the time. Alright, give me a second. I got some ENVs from some... I sent them long ago to myself, so I'm gonna try this very quickly. All right, never mind. So we'll solve it. It's okay. We'll need to just solve it manually. Yeah, fuck it. That's what it is. Okay, so let me just switch to. Let me just make sure that I'm not sharing something that I shouldn't. Your face is great to look. I mean, I agree. I think it's definitely better quality than looking at my code. Okay, so yeah, so that's what it is. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have them here. So we'll need to. So we'll need to create them again, right? On this development environment here. Why the fuck is this open? Okay, so let's doesn't matter really. Let's go here and let's create a development, and we'll need to fill this file in, right? Let's go to some config of some sort, right? I should have some list. Where did I define these? It's been so long since we did any of this. Setup Postgres, setup plugin, setup env. Yeah. So this is all of the crap that we need, right? And it doesn't really matter, right? So what I'm gonna do? Let's just come over here and yeah, let's just do this. And then, yeah, let's just do this. And yeah, we have to assign some stuff to this API port, let's say 8080. API logs there, irrelevant development. Let's say here Postgres. Let's say Postgres port. What was our Postgres port? It was 5432, right? Yeah, 5432. Local host, SendGrid key. I guess, I mean, these we don't actually care about, so we can just say these. We're not going to be logging and using GitHub or anything, at least, so we can kind of, yeah, just set these to whatever. It doesn't really matter. They just need to be present, right? So we're going to just say dummy. I don't need to be logging in locally. Redis port. Okay, Redis port is 6379. So 6379. Redis host is, I guess, localhost. Redis password is none. JBT secret 12345. Cplane, my friend. Good evening. An internal API secret, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see if I do this. If I source this. Come on, man. So let's see what happens now. Actually, I shouldn't be sourcing that. I should be export. I know what's happening. Okay. Give me a second. I think it should auto source it now when I run this. Let's hope. Yeah, okay, that's great. Good. Almost, right? So right now I think it's just saying, hey, I can't actually connect to. Did it actually connect to a database? Let's see. Relation tag doesn't exist. Okay, so it's just complaining now about it's complaining about our migrations, right? So let's actually go there and run our migrations. Like, we actually never done this. I've never actually, the only computer I'm developing this platform on is my desktop, right? So let's go to run DB migrations. Let's try to run these, but I'm not sure if we're actually connecting now properly to our database. So let's get over here. Public article does not exist. That's weird. Okay, so let's see over here what's happening. 127.4432. So I guess the database is Postgres indeed. Can someone ban that bot, please? Thanks. All right. Yeah. So going back to this, let's actually see what the hell is happening. Where is this? This is the front end. This is the API. So public.article does not exist. So Thanks. Let's try one thing. Faker. Where's the faker crap? Faker. Setup faker. Alright, so actually it seems to be running now. That's good, I guess. No, not really. Let's see what the first name does not exist. So, yeah, this is a little bit weird. SQLized database error, first name does not exist. So what the hell is going on? Exception, blah, blah. Localhost, yes. At query run. So basically, we don't have the tables created. So why is that? Relation public article does not exist. What the fuck are you talking about, man? No, this is not about Postgres. It's just that I don't think that we've ever actually ran this right on. Because I think we're missing the. Yeah, we're actually so we're missing this table, right? It's just like the way that the nature of how we build this, right? Add column article link. Yeah, so we're trying to, I suppose. So we're missing like create. We're missing this table itself, but it's weird because it should be created automatically by the actual SQLize, right? So that's a little bit weird. Let me see. So development. So env is development. That's good. Redis, Twitch, blah blah. SendGrid, Postgres, localhost, yes. Let's just actually let's go to this database client, right? So if we get over to edit connection, so we have Postgres password, I suppose is Postgres as well. So that should be fine. It should be connecting. All right. So that's I guess fine. So what is this? Yeah, setup faker. So weird. Database Postgres already exists. Huh. Let's actually try to remove this table that we created for a completely different reason, right? Because it could be pretty much that, but not really. It shouldn't be, right? Yeah, fuck, actually, yeah, maybe. Chillax. Good evening, buddy. How are you? And thank you very much for the follow. Okay, I think I know, right? So I think what we actually have to do, we have to. So we're using SQLize meta. Let's see what we actually have here. SQLize meta columns. So let's just drop this as well. Let's run this again. Yeah. So for sure we don't have. But that's the problem. Why is our SQLize not creating these things? It's a little bit weird, right? Why is it not creating tables at all? That's so weird. Unless, I mean, the only thing I can assume is that we're not connecting to a database right now properly, right? Good to see you, man, as well. Good to see you. We're just gonna fix something hopefully fast on Programmer Network, and then we can write some Go. Give me a moment. Docker local, blah blah blah. Faker. No, let's close that stuff. Let's close that. So let's see what's happening here. Let's go to the app. Where was I connecting to a database? Where do we have a create? Blah blah blah. Set up decorator. Set up env. Create Redis hashes. All right, over here, right? So we have the port. That's where we run it. Let's get over here. Config. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. We had a holiday yesterday. A lot of family and stuff. That's why also, I mean, I haven't been streaming a lot because there's a lot of just trying to see as many friends and family as I can because we're leaving back to Denmark on Sunday. So yeah, just trying to see everybody, right? And everybody gets mad in a way if you don't see them. So it's kind of a situation that you can't pull yourself from. Postgres, I suppose it was this was Postgres as well, right? So fuck. So yeah. Postgres port. No, yeah, literally, like people get mad if you don't see them, right? There's like zero understanding there. Yeah, this is so weird, guys. This is so weird, right? I mean, relation user, it's so weird. This shouldn't really be happening. I mean, SQLize should really create these tables if they don't exist, right? So that's really weird. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that. I mean, hopefully we are running here. So article schema. So this is where we create all of the tables. We define them, right? So this thing should actually run. Dragnet, my friend, good evening. So let's see what the hell is happening. It's just unclear now. Alexander listening 8080 error at node module SQLize dialects Postgres query. Create Redis hashes. All right, so this is where I try to create Redis hashes. That's kind of irrelevant. Let me just comment this out for a moment. What a start of a stream, right? What a start of a stream, right? Isn't it? Come on, fail. Well, it didn't fail yet, so maybe it was Redis that failed. Okay, that's great. So let's go to the front end, right? And try to run our front end, right? Let's try. Maybe it was the Redis connection that was wrong. Let's go here. Whoa, calm down, man. All right, well, no, 3008. Okay, so the port is 8080 here. Okay, so it's okay. I think we're there. So let's go to the API. I think the port that my front end is expecting is this, right? So let's source this and pm dev again. And our Redis connection is wrong, it seems, but let's take a look at that again. So I mean, we don't have any dummy data, it seems now. Let's take a look at that. Login. Can I log in? Actually, are our tables created at this point? Let's refresh this. No, our tables aren't actually created. That fucking sucks. So what if I... No, that doesn't seem right. So relation public article doesn't exist. Okay. So why is this the case? This makes no sense. So we have Postgres, right? Yeah. Oh shit, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's kind of coming back to me. It's been so long since we did some of this. Wait a minute. So username, password, dialect, Postgres port, host, database name. So this is kind of correct, right? Assuming it's actually using this at all. Then if we get over here, what do we have? We have username and password and host and port, Postgres username, exactly, Postgres database name. So that's all great. Shit. Postgres, yeah. SQLize meta, columns name. So yeah, so this guy is actually failing, right? I guess still not fun. I know. That's what it is. Okay, no, we are actually still failing. Motherfucker, relation tag doesn't exist. So the faker. So when we try to see the database, okay, let's kind of let's also comment the faker out as well. Just so we also we try not to do that as well. Let's see what happens. Come on, man. Either fail or what? All right, didn't fail now. Let's see any difference. Tables. Nope. Yeah, so weird, man. Wasn't SQLize like supposed to? Wasn't SQLize supposed to rebuild our tables from our models? This is so weird, man. This makes no sense, right? That was one of the core benefits of having an ORM, right? So why is it not doing that? It's so weird. Unless, but we are actually connecting to a database, right? So that's not the problem. Let's drop this and let's rerun this again, right? So weird. Yeah, so our API is running, right? Tables, it's not creating any tables. Set up Postgres, right? So this thing should set up all of our stuff, right? That makes no sense. Let's just put a console log in here, right? Let's just see if this is actually running. It should be running. I mean, we are running this in development, right? So technically this should be what? This should be running. Yeah. So we are actually running this migration thing. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, it's just funny that there's almost nothing set up on this laptop. Is it using now? Fuck. Prettier, where's my prettier? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, you cannot sync env variables, right? But this is not a VS Code issue, right? If that's what you mean. All right, so let's see. Well, settings are synced. Settings are synced already. It's just so weird, man. It's so weird. This makes no sense. I mean, the whole point of this, it's probably something related to this database connection. Let's actually read the logs. Let's see if let's open this. Let's open our Docker, right? And let's go into the container there. Let's go into the. Is this? Yeah. So let's get into here. Let's take a look at the logs. Postgres database directory appears to contain a database keeping installed. Is it actually trying to do anything? No. No, the migration that won't work. No, and it should. I shouldn't need to run the to do that either, right? Public article does not exist. Yeah, so it's missing some of these tables because Sequelize is not recreating them. No, never mind. These are the logs, right? So that makes kind of no sense. So why is our Sequelize not making this? It's so weird, man. Let's take a look at that. There's something wrong somewhere for sure. Config. So this is our Sequelize object, right? This is where we call this thing. No, never mind. It's basically, this is where we call this thing. This is where we create our models and stuff in the Sequelize object, right? That set of error handlers there. Yes, so why is this? This doesn't seem to be creating them, right? That's super weird, right? They should be creating our tables, and it's not. Let's actually try one thing. I think I remember, right? So if we get over here, oh fuck, never mind. I remember. No, I remember what the problem is. We need to say Sequelize dot force. Wait. No, never mind. I remember. It's actually my fault. It's just been so long. It's my fault. So if we search for force, dot force true. Yeah, exactly right. So where's the force thing? No, Sequelize dot sync. Exactly. So we need to say Sequelize dot sync force true. We need to force our API to rebuild the tables. So I think that we should be good now. If we go back here now and refresh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I just forgot about it. It's been so long since we did this, right? So now it should be fine. We should have the user and stuff. We should have something at least. Let's see. I should have some data now. I can see that we need to still configure Redis on this laptop, right? And I think Faker didn't. Yeah. So let's go and uncomment our Faker now. So Faker now should be able to run, I believe. I think so, at least. So if I refresh this, do we have any data? Yeah, now we have some data. Great. And now I should have my default user that I can log in with, right? There we go. Come on. Okay, good. Success. How long? After 40 minutes of a stream. Well, sorry for that, guys. I thought that we did some programming network on this machine, but apparently we haven't. Okay. So before we do some Go today, what I wanted to do, right, if I go to production just quickly, just so you know what I'm actually doing, right? So if I go to production, right, as I started this bootcamp course, the free bootcamp course, right, you can see that I started writing it. But when we rebuilt this dashboard, right, I forgot to add the publish course thing, right? So we're just gonna do a very quick change, and there's a few more things that I want to do here, and then we can do some Go. We can learn some Go because I actually still suck at it, and it feels bad because I haven't had the time to do any Go, right? Okay, so that's great. Good, we are actually there now. So what we actually have to do is let's close this production thing. And let's go to localhost. Let's just create a first course, just something we can work with. It's going to be a free course. All right, so we have a free course now. I just want to make sure that we can implement the feature that it's a regression I we forgot about it, right? So we're missing now the publish course thing, right? ByteLord, no, so we're not fixing now any Go, we're fixing our live programmer network. It's not fixing, it's just adding back the publish button on the courses feature, right? So it should be fairly fast. And let's actually see, are we actually connecting to Redis locally just for fun? Probably will not. I think this is most likely going to fail. But let's take a look at that because it's gonna wait 5 seconds, I believe. So it's gonna wait 5 seconds, gonna try to connect to Redis. Maybe it's gonna succeed, maybe not, I don't know. All right, so yeah, let's go and implement this. So our API, right, if I go to my Swagger for programmer network, we already have, how was it? Let me just open it because I don't genuinely remember. I think it was something published, right? Toggle courses, yeah. So we need to call this fella over here. So I'm gonna look for this in the front end as well, and then we don't really need to do anything the API, we just need to add that button. So toggle publish in our client, right? Here it is. And while I'm doing this, let's just I'm gonna put the volume up a bit while I'm implementing this, okay? Shit, actually, course, but where is this button? Wow. So it seems that we do have edit course. That's weird. So there seems to be a button already, at least that's, but where? Create course. So where is this, like, this was a regression 100% before. Let me just close the API for now, just so we can work with this. I imagine the button, exactly. Edit course, add section. So yeah, so the button is supposed to be somewhere around here. Let me just put some shit in here. Yeah, what the heck? So actually the button is already here, isn't it? Disabled button, save. That's super weird, man. Gap 12. Let's see what's happening here. There should be actually 3 buttons here. Maybe the regression is something else. No, actually only 2 of them are rendered actually here. Dashboard header. Oh shit, man. Okay, I see what's happening. So I suppose this is supposed to be inside of the dashboard header, right? So maybe that's the regression, right? So let's grab this bad boy, and we also need to fix the prettier crap in here. Yeah, exactly. Bear with me for a moment. So we need to go here as well. We need to say formatter, I guess, formatter. Prettier. Format and save. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Come on. So, okay, so here is the published thing now. And I don't know what the hell happened here. Is it the zoom that we have? But I messed something up. But yeah, here's the publish now. And I think publish should technically already be working, right? So yeah, that's great. So if I actually go here to this courses list, yeah, so I can see the course here now. So that's good, right? So let's just fix this UI thing now. So if I go in here, if I go and edit this crap, so yeah, so we messed something up in there now. And let's see, what do we have? So we have a button here. We have width 4. Just fucking Christ, man. So what actually went wrong? And what is the problem with this idiot here, man? Let me just reload this window. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see how moving this button there has affected this crap. It makes no sense. Let's actually zoom out fully. Okay, so there's something that we're missing here for sure, right? Gap 12. Let's see. So we're probably missing. It's just a little bit weird. Let's just discover how did moving this button here affect this view. Actually, it had no. That doesn't seem to be the case. That doesn't seem to be the reason. So let's take a look at the changes that we have. Active changes here. What have I done to affect this in such a way? Dashboard div. Wow, this is quite a shitty comparison here, isn't it? Give me a second. Okay, that's weird. That's a little bit weird. I mean, let's fix it, but I don't actually. That's super strange. It's very hard to believe that. Give me 1 second. Let's try one thing. So if I stash this, right, it goes back to normal, right? If we pop the stash, right, it gets fucked up. So, but why was the UI messed up? We literally just put this button in there, right? So how did this button really? Oh, I see how. Okay, never mind. I get it. Let me just try one thing. Right, yeah, exactly. Okay. I see. So what we're actually gonna do then, I guess, we'll have to go to this. Let's take a look. What is this thing on the top? So where is this shit? Let me try to find that. Z50. No, that's I love you too, Leo. I love you too, man. Alright, so I guess over here we could say MB8, right? Margin bottom 8 or something like that. I'm actually not sure. Maybe PB8. Nah, not really. No, it actually doesn't give a crap. Let's say MB24. Just for fun, just to see if this is... But this is this... How did I do this? Is this fixed? Yeah, this is a fixed element. Okay, so that's not gonna... Okay, I got it. Sure. So we can't really do much there. We could have made this guy sticky instead of fixed, I suppose. But that would fuck up some other things. Exactly, right? Okay, so never mind. It's okay. It's just now the shitty part of this is that if I go to any other place, I guess, article, if I edit the article, it's gonna... No, actually, no. So it's, I guess, only for the course. So it's okay. We're good. So we're just gonna say here MT8. Nerico, my friend, why you can't choose it? I actually don't know. I am indeed streaming on that quality, so for sure. But you should be able to choose. Fuck, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should just not stream in such quality, because I mean, the quality of my. It just demonstrates my skills. I'm such a skilled developer, right? Which is why you're buffering. I think your computer can't comprehend the skill level of me, right? It's just how it is, right? It's like incomprehensible, right? Your computer sees my stream and is thinking, man, what the hell, right? All right, so let's push this. This was ironically easier than expected. Beautiful. It's been so long since we pushed any change anywhere. So let's now go to our what is it? Cloudflare pages. Shit, Naruto, that's not good, man. That's not good. So let me speak slower. No, let me stop it. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Hey. Alright, cool. So let's push this, asshole. Let's choose some song. Only for my friend Leo. Only for my friend Leo. Only for my friend Leo. Let's find something. I have a good song. I have a good song. Bear with me. Let's go with I actually forgot. I had it on my mind, but I forgot. Ah, here it is. Let's go with this. Let's go with some corn. Can I download the stream on torrent? Alright, so let's go to Programmer Network Production. Let's go to Programmer Network Production and let's go here. Can I publish this course now? Yes, I can publish the course now. Let's go to the courses. Okay, great. So now we have it here finally, right? Yeah, it's not great, but people can. Why does it now? Okay, so let's now fix a few other things and let's play with our Go. So go to courses. So we have the issue with this disabled button, I guess, but we can't fix that. And here we have to fix that in this separate library that we built. This still works, right? That's all still works. Our course view works. What did I want to do? Wait, bear with me. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. What a great description. What a great description of a course. So let's go back here. Web Developer Bootcamp. Yeah. Added course. Full stack web developer bootcamp covering HTML, CSS, and modern JavaScripts. Just for now. I am the one. Okay, so let's fix another thing. So I have an author card somewhere, I suppose, right? Here, why does it just say founder? Or is that because it's just, that's my description? Is that my profile description? Wow, founder. Let me just update my I'm gonna say top notch 10x developer, dreaming in code, very smart, and most of all very humble. I think this is it's a great description. I'll save. All right, cool. All right, top notch 10x developer, dreaming in code, very smart, and most of all very humble. Great, good. Yeah, okay, well, at least people have access to this crap now, right? Because I'm gonna be yeah, because and also we'll need to, so one of the shitty things here now, right, is that what I dislike is that I'm using the IDs instead of slugs, right? So what we actually really need to do in the API, so we need to do some API work. We need to for the SEO reasons, right, this is a very shitty, you know, it's courses /22, right? This is useless, right? So let's actually go to our API. Let's do a little bit of backend work under quotes, right? So let's go to our API. Do I have my Swagger spec still opened? I do. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is getting all the courses. This is getting a single course. And yeah, this is the problem, right? So we're getting the course by the ID, which kind of sucks, right? It would be better if we get a course by a course slug, course whatever, right? So we need to improve that. Yeah. So let's go to our API. Let's go to API courses. So actually, if I remember, I mean, it's kind of crazy. We used to stream this every single day, and I forgot a lot of stuff. So if I go to the model here, I think I have some slugification plugin that I'm using. I think, don't we have like something called Slugify or something, right? Yeah, we do here. So here's the Slugify. And what is slugification, for those of you who don't know, right? So slugification is a process of taking a specific field in your data that you want to make unique, but also keep kind of human friendly. So you usually, in our case, you can see here for the article, we take a title, and slugification processes usually means incrementing. So if you have an article with the same, let's say, title, you would append -2 or -3 to it, depending how the slugification algorithm works, right? But either way, this is really what we have to do. We have to, so what I'm gonna actually do, I'm gonna go to, let's go to the model here. Do I have to create a slugified? Yeah, so we actually do need a slug on the, we need a slug field on the resource. So it's not a virtual field, it's an actual real field, right? So if you used Mongoose or MongoDB, in Mongoose you would have a virtual field, so you wouldn't store that as part of the data. You would actually just create a virtual field, meaning it would be created when you fetched a resource. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the courses, and I'm gonna go to the model in here, and I'm gonna add this slug, right? But what we have to do, right? We need to gonna need to write a migration file now for this, right? Because we need to make sure, right, that we need to make sure that we migrate all of the existing courses and not remove them all, and then, right? So let's see, what was the command? Run db migrations. I don't actually remember. Let's go to Sequelize documentation. I have no idea. Let's search for migrations. Yeah, here it is. This is what I want to do, right? So let's go here. So what do I do? npm sequelize generate name. Okay, yeah. So just want to generate an empty migration file. But what the fuck was that? Actually, yeah. Let's just let's try that again. No, that's not what I don't want to generate a model. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to run. No. Dimitrich, my friend, good evening. No, I don't want to see it, man. How was it? I don't actually remember. Yeah, model generate. Yeah, I don't want to generate a model. I want to generate a migration. But never mind, actually. So we can, in fact, yes. Let's just use this, right? I'm gonna just. It doesn't matter what I call this, right? I'm gonna call it whatever. So this is fine. We create a file. This is gonna create a little bit too much, but it's okay, right? Because we don't really have these. So let's go over here. Let's see what it actually created. So as you can see, it created this models bullshit, right? So we will just get rid of that. We don't need that. We just need a migration file, right? So if we get over here, we're just going to call this, instead of create whatever, we're going to call this add slug to course. Add slug to course, right? And this has to be CJS because of the native nodejs imports, right? And then in here, instead of this, we're going to what is the name of the actual table? Where are my tables? So where is the table course? So this should be basically course, right? So we're gonna say course. I'll get rid of this bullshit here, and then yeah. So I'm just gonna find, because I don't memorize this type of stuff. I'm gonna find something. create user followers, create notification, article, notification. Yeah, add UI settings field. So we're gonna pretty much do something like this, right? So actually I'm in fact going to just copy the contents of this, in fact, right? Do this, and then we're gonna say, instead of the user, we're gonna say course, and I wanna say, hey, I want you to add the slug field to this, right? And it's gonna be of type string, right? If I actually go to course model, data types sequelize, I guess capital string, is it like this? I suppose so, right? So yeah, so we'll try. We're gonna attempt running this now. Where's the course now? So the course shouldn't really have a slug now. If we inspect the fields, it doesn't have it, right? So let's try running this. Run migrate. Yeah, let's try running this migration. Motherfucker. So it's complaining now about some of the existing migrations, so that kind of sucks ass. Column link of relation article already exists. Okay, give me a second. Let me just like rename this file so it hopefully it ignores this one. Let's just maybe this is the one that's last login of relation user already exists. Where is the last login? No, I'm not gonna do this, right? I'm gonna revert this in a second. This is just try. Before I push this to production, I wanna make sure that this migration actually runs properly. So what is this one? User followers. So you know what? I'm just going to like delete this crap and we're gonna undo that. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave this single new migration that we have, right? So let's just try running that one, right? What? Invalid value? What? Ah, default value. So yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Well, let's try that again. Yeah, so it seems that it succeeded now. If we take a look at the table, if we refresh the course, if we refresh these fields, yeah, there is a slug here, right? There is a slug. So that's great, right? That's really all we need in that sense. I will, in fact, just discard these changes. Let's make sure that I've selected what I wanted. So that's all great. So the migration now is good. So this is great. So this will, so when we execute this against our production, right, that's gonna work. Let me just clean up all of the shit. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that anymore. So what do we need, right? Well, what we need is this slugify thing that I searched for, right? We need to run the slugification as well. We want to slugify the course as well. So let's go to my course resource. And somewhere here I must be running these migrations as well, right? Yeah, so over here. So is this a course table? It is. Yeah, so I suppose I should be able to do it in here. And let's just make sure we shit. So let's find this bad boy. And let's import it over here, right? So slugify, yes, beautiful. Okay. So let's see if yeah. Let's see if this is gonna fart out or not. Yeah, so let's see if it works, right? So let's go to localhost. So let's actually, yeah, we can do that, right? So let's take a look at this. So now what we wanna expect, we wanna make sure that. And we need to do one more thing. So because I'm using another JSON validator, AJV, right, as my validator, right, we need to make sure that the schema itself, course body, lecture body schema, course ID, we need to update the actual router, right? So the response validation thing. So we ensure that the slug field is also returned, right? So let's find the endpoint, and that should be, I guess, get course, right? This fella over here. So let's globally search for this. No, not really. That's not very useful, is it? So let's search in there. Get course schema, I suppose. Yeah, and here's the fella, right? So title image is published, blah blah blah. So I suppose right over here we can say slug type string, right? Something like that, right? Yep. So if I refresh here, let's see if there's any difference in it now. And also, just for the sake of it, wait, so this is the response. We have an object. We have a slug of type string, right? So that's great, I think. Are we maybe manually selecting fields from here? Exclude properties from the course section. So wait, so this is where I get the course by the primary key. We do a join on the ratings, blah blah blah. If no course, blah blah. Yeah, so get own courses. So we need to include this as well, but this is getting all of them, right? So that's not. So maybe that's what we missed. I think this is the one that this is actually what we missed. Yeah, here it is. Bad request. And it's probably now the schema that's failing. Is saying, hey, you know, you don't have that. So let's go to get courses. Yeah, get courses schema. So we're missing the actual slug in there, right? So it's an array of get course schema response. So that's actually good. So let's see, why is it failing? It's probably complaining about the slug, right? Cannot read properties of null, reading length, source. Let me just zoom in like to oblivion. And somebody mentioned the debugger. Well, unfortunately, I don't have it. This is the travel laptop that I recently bought, right? But yeah, it would be great if I was on my actual computer in Copenhagen. We would have just run this as part of the workspace, right? Okay, so let's go back. So let me just double check one. So the course does actually have, let's just make sure of that once more. So do we have the actual column slug? So we do, in fact, and it's there, so that's good. Let's run this again. Because slug, yeah, so slug is null now. Okay, that's fine, that's okay. The default, basically, maybe our default is wrong. We should have actually had the default value, which should have been an actual empty string, right? So let's try running this again. So I'm gonna actually drop this column, and then I'm gonna try running this migration again. db migrate. And shit, we need to do the what is it called? Yeah, let me just nuke these temporarily just for a second again. So I'm gonna delete these permanently. I'm gonna try running this again. Yeah, never mind. It's because of this sequelize meta file. This file kind of stores it's a meta file that stores all the migrations that you already ran. So I needed to remove it from. Okay, so now the default value of a slug should be an empty string, right? So if we go to a database actually in here, if we take a look at the courses in the database, the slug now should be an empty string, and that's good, right? Okay. So that's super. Let's go over here and revert the removal of these things. So I'm going to say discard changes, restore. So that's good. And if we run this again, maybe it's going to work. And nah, shit. I was expecting it to work because I thought it's what is reading length, Alexander, blah blah length fuse.js, create localhost. No, but this is not that error. This is something else. I think this is the frontend failing, not the API, right? So let's take a look at that. So why the fuck is frontend farting out? And it's most likely due to this slug thing, right? So let's get over. So let's just validate if this is the reason why it's farting out. Yeah, it is. The question is why. Get own courses as course author, attributes ID, username, email. Oh fuck, because no, my bad. Sorry, I was including slug as part of the user. This is like a left join on a user. Thank you, Range Bomber, for follow. So that's actually good. No, never mind, right? So, but this own technically, so to get own courses, blah blah blah. Course find include. This is the include, blah blah blah. Yes, get course. Yeah, so this is actually where we're missing it, I think. No, this is the author as well. Never mind. So the slug now technically should be there. The slug should be there and should be empty. Type free image is published true. But it's not there, man. What the hell? And this is what courses own. Where is this? Oh, I see. Okay. That's a bummer. So this is what we missed. Should be there now. Try that again. Own, preview. Alright, so slug is now there. It's empty, right? Because when we created this course, slug wasn't there. The question now is, if I added this course, is it gonna re-slugify it again? Will slug exist now? Update. Let's go to courses. Actually, we can just preview the database directly, right? So if I go over here, I query the courses. Will the slug exist now? No, it will not exist now. So that's kind of shitty. If I whatsoever create a new course, let's see. This is a new course and it should have a slug. Let's just put some characters to satisfy the validation here. Yeah, so if we run this query in our SQL query here, yeah, so we haven't set something up properly, right? So you can see the slug is still empty. So we haven't, so this slugified thing that we imported isn't. So this is good now, so that's all great, right? It's just if we go to the model here. Ah, shit, wait a minute. So, oh, this is why. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, so this should be models.course, right? We should say, hey, slugify the course and use the title of the course. Okay, so that's what we missed. I get it, sure. And yeah, if I added this course and say 1, is that going to make any difference? So let's go to a database view again. And yeah, now we have a slug. So that's great, right? So now the slug is there. Beautiful. Yeah, so that's great. Good. That is good. So now what do we do now? Well, now we're gonna update the API endpoint, right? So it's no longer by the ID. If we go to our Swagger, right, you'll see here that we have get the course by ID, right? We want to get it now by slug, right? Because IDs kind of suck, right? Yeah. So I think it's this one, right? Get course. Yes. So here, instead of course ID, we're gonna say course slug, or we're just gonna say slug, right? So right, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, and then instead of course ID, we're gonna say course slug. Sorry, we're gonna say slug. Shit. Yeah, I'll need to update that as well. So find. Was there a find one? Yeah, there is. So we're gonna say find one, where slug, right? So that's great. We just need to update this utility, right? Where am I calling this get excluded properties? Shit. calling that, yeah, actually, no, I'm calling that, am I calling, no, get course, get lecture. Ooh, ouch, okay. That's gonna be a little bit annoying. Wallet course ID. This is some sort of a utility, right? Where, okay, I see, okay. I see. And then this kind of determines the excluded properties, right? Shit, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I have an idea. Let's take a look at this. So, course ID. No, it's okay. We'll just have to, yeah, we'll just have to, that's what it is, right? We'll just have to say slug. No, not really. No, that's not gonna work. No, because we have course enrollment, we have course author. Yeah, so that's not really gonna work. No, so we can't do that just quite as easily, right? You know, so I don't actually think this is a problem, right? Let's think about this a little bit, because I don't actually think this is a problem at all. I think I mean, we could even almost technically leave this as it was without even changing anything, right? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try to do that, right? So let me actually try just leaving this as it is, right? And then if we go to the front end, right? I guess we should have equivalent service or whatever. Yeah, get course details, get courses, get course. Yeah, so it's probably this bad boy here, right? Params.course ID. I see. Wait, you guys, you poor souls, are System of a Down is probably too much for you. Let's find something like the let's play some give me 1 second. Kill switch engage. Just a little bit, Lee, don't worry. We're gonna make sure music is still great. All right, so going back here, right? So this is our front end. Our front end uses the course ID from the URL, and then does whatever it has to do, right? But we can be a little bit smarter about this, right? So again, if I go to get course, right? Yeah. I mean, we don't really need, I guess, to do this necessarily. Never mind. Fuck it. That's what it is. Give me a moment. So I think this is actually, and I don't know why the hell is that happening, but doesn't matter. So let's go over here. Yeah, so it's basically in here, right? Yeah. And somewhere I guess we have params, right? Use params, yes, params. And where am I using this crap? Courses, yeah, so get course, yeah. And this should be slug, right? Yeah. So it's okay. So actually what I've done in here, in fact, is actually necessary. So it's okay. So what I'm actually gonna do, yeah, that's what it is, unfortunately, right? So I'm gonna say slug. All right, let's try something like that. Now, this crap is gonna fail. So I'm just gonna omit that for a tiny second. And I'm gonna do this as well. And then I'm gonna actually go back to, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go to courses, and now this, no, not yet, what? I know. So if we get over here, course landing page, so we have this history.push somewhere, I suppose. What is this view? So that's courses, right? So if I actually go to, if I go over here, I suppose this is the list of courses. Yeah. Redirect path, yeah. So, and this should be slug, right? So instead of the ID, this should be slug, right? So if we get back over here now, Vanix, my friend, Vanix is back. And I think this guy is farting out now is that, hey, you know, the endpoint that you called, you know, didn't return slugs, right? So if I go to courses, I suppose, yeah, actually slug isn't here. That's strange. So what is this guy, motherfucker, then compare? ID is not defined. I see. I guess I missed that. Yeah, so we're just going to say slug because slug is unique as well, right? And yeah, this is a little bit weird. But who the fuck cares? Okay, so let's try that again. And yeah, for some reason, for some strange reason, let's go to the router, get course, get courses. Yeah, we need this fella here, get courses. Let's see what's happening here. Courses where the course is published. Yeah, that's correct. Now if I get over here, get courses schema, yes. So that's all cool. Yeah, give me 1 second. I hope that the same song isn't. No, it is. It is. Okay, so why is this slug empty? That's a little bit weird. Let me just go to my database again. Let's actually go in this other instance. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe the slug for that course indeed is empty. Yeah. Yeah, it's because this course isn't published. Okay, let's find the published course, right? So that's never gonna happen in production, I guess. So let's just make sure that this now works. So, okay, so almost, right? So this is good. Almost, it's not. It's just now when we get to this point, we're still trying to fetch by the ID. So that's great, I suppose, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's good. Exactly, right? Yep. So it's this bad boy here. It's a slug, and probably we have a. It's kind of funny that we don't have any URL parameters. It's not going yet. I'm just fixing a few things. And good evening, my friend. How are you? So this should be basically slug, right? So because we are validating everything, URL parameters, response parameters, every single thing, right? Okay, so almost. So the error should be different now at the very least, I think. Slug must be integer. No, it's not an integer. Jesus Christ, man, there's some fly running in my face. Yeah, man, you know, since I'm Orthodox, you know, it's just tradition for me, pretty much. You know, I'm still in the Balkans, and we had our Christmas was yesterday. Our Christmas was yesterday, right? So yeah, just a lot of family and a lot of stuff, pretty much. But very good, man, very good. We are gonna be back home to Denmark next week, and yeah, what is to say? Yeah, I don't fucking know what's happening, man. I can't, in a way, be back. I can't wait to be back to Copenhagen. Cranberry wine, nice, man. I mean, Balkans are nice, man. I mean, if any of you haven't been to Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, just go to any of these three countries. They're very nice people all over the place. Very nice countries. Jesus Christ, man, the fly is jumping in my face. Crazy shit, man. Okay, so going back here, this is how a slug, yeah, learn, whatever, yeah. Let's see what the fuck is happening there. So if I go to course here, we have courses, learn. So we need to fix that as well. Is this the API? It is. Yeah, so it's this course ID. Okay, so yeah, this should no longer be course ID. This should be course slug now, right? It should be course slug. Is it possible to find this VS Code? Of course, man. I can share it with you. Give me like 2 seconds. Of course, man. I generated all of these images with the AI, right? So of course, give me a second. Let me share it with you. I generated this all with Midjourney, so let me find it. As you can see, I also generated some images for my YouTube channel, right? So you can see if you go to my YouTube channel, right, I generated some images, just some artwork for the YouTube channel. So you can see here, right? And I guess, right? So you can see here, yeah, there's a. Okay, so you're searching. So I think, which one do I have in my VS Code? I think it's this one, right? So I suppose it's this one, right? Yeah, I think it's this one. And I think I generated the upscaled version as well. I think this should be. Fuck me if I know. Upscale 4x. Yeah, it's this one. Yes. So yeah, let me just share it with you here. And of course, I mean, I removed the. So you also have to remove, you know, the white thing, right? So. You need to remove this background around it, right? Give me 1 second. Let's put some music. Let's say here. Let's play. Yeah. My pleasure, man. Of course. Let's put the volume up on this one, and then I'm gonna put it down once we. So actually no, so this is good. So something else is farting inside of this one. Course details. Let's actually go there now. So I think we're almost done with this. So course details. And yeah, somewhere in here we're kind of farting out. So video URL, cannot read properties of undefined video URL. That's a little bit weird. I mean, it's a little bit weird because it shouldn't be farting out like this. Let's just do a temporary fix over here just so we see why is that happening. The fuck is happening? Give me 1 second. So it's saying, hey Alex, ID is lecture, select a lecture. I see what's happening. Okay, all good. So this is an issue that we introduced here, I guess, I suppose. I'm not sure, honestly, fully. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, right? So I think the issue here now is that we're no longer running this utility that I wrote that does some extra stuff here. Yeah, exactly. Okay, all good, all good, all good. We'll fix that now. Okay, so yeah, so let's uncomment this one out. And this one out here, right? So that's good, that's great. So yeah, what it is to say, we'll have to change this. This can no longer take the ID, this now has to take the slug. So the biggest problem here is that the course enrollment, course author as well, we would need to change these, and this is a little bit problematic, right? Because if we take a look at the course author, it's basically a junction table between the author ID and the course ID, right? And I mean, actually, you know what? I mean, the shitty thing here is that we can do an extra call. Fuck, that would be 2 extra calls, I guess. But in here, right, we're doing this. Shit. Because this is kind of done almost to protect some of the courses from being public, right? But since we don't really have premium courses now, the question then is this really necessary, right? Because is enrolled, is course author. Yeah, I mean, this is not really very useful right now or anywhere, right? But I have an idea, actually. All good. All good. Actually, I have a very good idea. Never mind, never mind. All good, all good. I have a solution for that. So what we actually gonna do here, you know, we can still actually give it an ID, right? So we can still give it a course ID and a slug, because our frontend can send both. Our frontend doesn't give a crap, right? So we can do this. So we're gonna have a course ID. We'll say here that the URL parameters, that there are 2 of them. There's a course ID, which is actually an integer, and right. So we're gonna do this. Yep, and this should kind of solve it, right? Yep. Let me just take a look at this now. Courses, where's the courses? Yeah, over here. So it's a course ID and then a slug, right? So that's good. That's still great, I think. Yeah, I think that's great. Now if we go to the front end, right, we'll need to ensure that no, fuck, that's not gonna work, no. No, that's not gonna work, no, fuck. Code with the sun. Good evening, buddy. How are you? It's been so long since I saw you. Are you still streaming, man? I think at you at one point you've been streaming, right? Good to see you, man. Course. Yes, but this is only giving us excluded properties, right? So you know what? So for now, I mean, just for this thing, right? I'm just not going to care about this, right? So let's just maybe not care about this for a moment, right? Because I don't think it really matters in this context, right? So what I'm actually going to do, I'll just really do this. That's amazing, man. You wrote a book. Very nice, man. And good to hear that you're streaming, man. It's called AeroLens. It's called AeroLens. I've been good, man. I'm traveling with my wife and my kid right now. And just visiting family abroad. And not much, honestly. Not much. Just standard stuff. Work, wife, kid. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty much it. Standard stuff. Not much of a difference, to be honest with you. So we're getting undefined now here. And where is this crap happening? Course ID. Okay, so this should also be slug, right? I suppose, right? Okay, so that's good. That's better. Courses. Yeah, this is better. Watch Netflix, man. I haven't streamed in a while as well, so after several days. So I just streamed tonight because I promised some people like Leo and yeah, a few others. But go watch TV, man. Enjoy yourself. This is a new course. Okay, so and that's interesting. Okay, so where's this course details crap? Course details. Yeah. So okay, API v1 courses. Is that because we just forgot to revert this shit in here? I suppose so. Yeah, it's because of this, right? Yeah. We forgot to revert that. Okay, cool. So now that should practically work, right? No, not yet. Okay, well, this did work at least, right? But I guess it's still complaining that... Yeah, that some joins are missing, right? So it's still... Yeah, fucking hell, man. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's so annoying. So annoying. And why would this be missing? I mean, we're no longer, unless we're calling some other endpoint where we're doing this exclusion thing, right? Most likely that's the issue, right? Let's find that. So let's get over here. Exclude properties. Yeah. So let's not do this for now, right? So we're gonna just carefully comment this out so I can eventually fix it in time, because right now we don't really need it. And then I suppose we have few more places where we call this, right? Yeah, we have it here. We have it here. We have it here. We have this, right? And I guess there's no more places where we have this, right? Yeah, so let's see, right? Now? What the fuck, man? Okay, let's search for this. So it's struggling. It's struggling with something, right? So we have a. So this is what is this? Yeah. Okay. So So let's grab this bad boy here, and let's actually see at this point, so what it is that we're missing, right? So there's something wrong that maybe we're expecting and not getting, right? So let's get over here and let's print it, right? That's kind of shitty. So why is this course has such a strange state? Technically, we shouldn't really get to the point of this like that, right? So his loading course, where are we setting this crap? Set his loading course to true. Finally set it to false. Try that crap there. Selected lecture. Selected lecture. What the fuck? Wow, okay. Is this, yeah, I see. All right. Oh, I see. All right. I see what's happening. So I can see now why I had a default state as an empty object, right? But that's not very good. That's not very good. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so we get a course, right? We get a course here. We have all of the shit, right? So that's we have a little issue here, right? So we should really not get in here if the course is loading, right? So technically this should never be empty, right? And it is empty. So there's something wrong with this loading state, right? I see. So let's do this. Yeah, so the loading state is completely wrong. What the fuck, man? Let me just try one thing. That's so weird. I just save it there. What? And I have no fucking clue what's up with this crap, man. With my VS Code and so weird. Okay, let's see what's happening now. So wait a minute. So what? Selected lecture day. So I'm pretty sure that something is failing in here, right? So I think we're missing. So what do we have? So what are we expecting? So we're expecting the course author of 0. That's correct. Course sections of 0. So this is most likely failing, right? So course sections of 0. So most likely this is the issue, right? Because there's no lectures right now there at all, right? So that has to be one of the issues, right? Because if I just comment this out, this should practically not fail anymore, I guess. But it does fail. Let's see. So yeah, so how are we actually managing to pass this loading state? So what are we doing wrong? Is loading course, set is loading course. Neon, good evening, friend. How are you? I'm good, man. Just haven't streamed in a while, and now I'm here. What about yourself, man? Set is loading course false. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So weird, man. Let's try one thing. Okay. Get course, set is loading course true, yeah. No, so the initial state was correct, right? So that's good. We have this fella. Yes. Well, yeah. Well, technically, yeah. So this is no. This is you're studying Flutter. Interesting. Course sections. Yeah. Okay. I see what's happening here. Yeah, that kind of sucks ass, right? So let's just do a little bit of. So we're gonna say dot length. Or we'll just say like empty, right? Empty array or something, right? I actually think that what we need to do is we need to pmi. Maybe. No, actually, never mind. I'm not going to do that now. Data course sections. Oh my freaking lord, man. What is okay, so now at least it's getting somewhere, right? So that's better. Course selected lecture. Selected lecture is undefined, right? Okay. And selected lecture dot of content now. Oh, I see. Okay, well, actually, this is fine, right? Because we need to improve some of this stuff because I don't think we ever finalize this, right? Select the lecture. Alexander is the best. Never. Okay. I see. All right. So I think the problem here is that we're trying to load the course that. So okay, I know what the problem actually here is. We're trying to load the course. I think. Give me a second. I think I know. We're trying to load the course that I managed to publish, I guess. Does this course actually has any sections? Because I think we're now getting in a state where we're trying to load something that doesn't even have any courses and lectures. You're never going to actually achieve that in this UX. So I think that's the problem, right? So let me actually try one thing. So if I remove this crap and I go to courses here, dashboard courses, there should... How come that... Did I not remove them? Oh, lectures, sections, yeah. Yeah, I think that was the issue, right? So let's actually go ahead and remove this. So if I do this, right? So create your first course. Just try to do that, right, as well. Free, create. And yeah, because we're still redirecting to the old thing, so it's okay. So let's just search for what is it called? Course ID, right? Because there's really no course ID anywhere anymore. Enroll course, okay, that's fine. View course, get course. Yeah, this should really be. I mean, fuck my life. Dashboard courses. I guess this should be slug, right? What is the DB extension? I'll show you in a moment. Just give me a second. It's called Postgres DB, I think. It's basically this. It's created by this Vian Chan. So he released this with like 15 different names. but you can find it here. It's this one. It's really amazing. I've been using it pretty much since I started the stream a year ago or more. So my pleasure. I'm gonna send this to you that way. There you go. Enjoy. Very good extension. And you can obviously use it for many things, right? You can if I go here, right? Never mind. If I go over here to databases, right? And I right click and edit connection, right? You can see that you can connect pretty much with any database. You can even connect via SSH, Docker, Redis, etc. So you can see there's many options here. It's pretty awesome. You would still want to use, you know, pgadmin and stuff for some more complicated things, but for the most part, it works. Okay, what did I want to do? Yeah, so I wanted to, yeah, so did I actually remove the, yeah. Okay, now let's, what was I trying to do? I was trying to, yeah, so this should be slug as well, right? But if I go to this thing, params, where's the fuck is the params? Params slug, yeah. Courses. Yeah, why is it still? Why am I where we are lacking? We have some push somewhere that's using the course ID still, right? Get course. What is this? No, yeah. So this should be slug, and then this is already using a slug, right? So that's cool. Is there course ID somewhere? So sections. No, we're gonna leave that for now. Toggle publish. Section ID, body, enroll. Let's just go back here. So what is still sending me, dude, to the fucking... Actually, more places to update than I honestly thought, but that's what it is. That's how it is. Okay, so that now works. And then /learn explodes. And I suppose it explodes actually because, again, we have a course now that has no sections, right? Which technically is not possible, right? So such course, but we as authors are actually able to preview that. So basically, what does this mean? Well, this means that I just need to I need to cover that state, right? So like, because our UI clearly expects expects that the course actually has all the valid data, which it doesn't, right? So that's why we fail, basically. Because you can see here, course.selected lecture is determined here. We expect to have some lectures at least, right? So basically we can do this two ways. We can either not have this listed like, yeah, there. Oh my god, what is this shitty crap? Give me a second. Let's play yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind. So going back here, so if I if I do this, fuck off, man. Let's see what the fuck did we mess up in here. Oh, undefined. Shit, it's because... The font, you can type exclamation mark font to get the font. The font is, I mean, can't you just run the command? Isn't the command, maybe the command, yeah, there it is. Fuck, yeah, never mind. Actually, no, this is okay. That one is okay. Jesus fucking Christ, man. No, 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 that fucking sucks. No. think something like this, yeah. This code looks hella complicated. No, I would say this is a very simple code base. I would say it's a very, very simple one. It's a very structured code base, if I may. It's just I'm doing quite a major change, if I may. So yeah. So it just requires a little bit of focus so we don't mess it up. Right? Section ID params, it's correct. Delete section. Yep, that's good. Yep, that's also good, I think. Looks good, at least. So let's make this a slug as well. Let's make sure that this is correct. Yes. Yeah, that seems okay as well. Yeah, that also looks fine. And there's one more. It's this one. Yes, beautiful. Sort lectures. This endpoint isn't actually active right now, if I recall when I wrote it. Thank you for the follow, Beach Days. I'm indeed looking for some beach days in the summer. Looking for. All right, so well, it didn't fart now, I guess, but let's try to call this, because I think now we have to do the same change in the in the front end, right? At least some of the changes, because yeah. So okay, so that now it's actually working. What about adding the lecture? Create. Okay, so yeah, I think we almost got it. Let me change the song. Give me 2 seconds. Brave New World. Should we play something off from the new? Yeah, let's play Dream of Mirrors. Let's play Dream of Mirrors. All right, so let's go to the API. Just see what have we done in the API. So we wrote this migration script to add the slug to the actual course, right? Then yeah, this we will remove, so there's no change there. In the decorators, basically, I'm now expecting my isCourse author to take the slug and not the actual ID anymore. So we're doing an extra database call. That kind of sucks, but it's necessary. That's what it is. Let's take a look at what we've done here. So we replace that and VS Code is great. I mean, you can also create a workspace, right? You'll see when we are back to Copenhagen this week, you'll see the workspace. I also have a video on that on YouTube, right? But any editor is great, man. I mean, there's as long as you're productive in it, right? It's great. There's no better or worse. I think VS Code is very easily extensible, right? Which makes it very good, right? You don't need to write, you don't need to write like scripts for it to customize it. You click install and it's done, right? So that is the beauty of it. It's easy, and easy is always good. Easy is the best, right? You don't need to use Lua, right, or some shit to write a thing, right? And you can build your own extensions with JavaScript as well if you wish, if you need them, right? So fairly easily, because VS Code is basically just a Chromium runtime with some removed APIs, right? So it's just the browser pretty much, right? Yeah, I don't have favorites of anything. I just use whatever it's easier. I don't you know, as religious people would say in the 10 commandments or whatever they're called, don't create the idols off of me or some shit like that, right? So I don't I don't create idols, or I don't idealize anybody or anything. If something is good, use it. If it's not, don't use it. It's that really simple, right? Who gives a shit? Find one where slug. Yeah, that all seems fine so far. So let me just take a look at this once more. So we have this. We're using Slugify, right? Router, slug. I only dream in black and white to save me from myself. I only dream in black and white. I dream 'cause I'm alive. I only dream in save me from. Well, yeah, that looks fine, right? I mean, I would say that these changes look very good. Let's try to push this to production. I would say that these changes look very good. Very good. I would change it. Okay, router. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Hopefully this migration is gonna run. It's been so long since we've deployed something to production. I mean, exactly. Again, I mean, look, as I always say, which editor you use, genuinely nobody cares, right? Your clients don't care, your CTO, your boss, your team lead, your colleagues. As long as you can write code, great. some people still use Notepad, right? And they're doing fine. So it's that, right? Exactly. If you had your own company and your employee came to you and said, "Listen to me, boss. I'm using Vim now." You know what the boss would tell you? "I don't give a shit. Just get the fucking job done, bro." That would be the response, right? "Hey, boss, I'm using Vim." "Oh, you're using Vim? Really? You're using Vim? Is it that for real? You're using Vim? Are you using Vim? Shut the fuck up." I'm using, right? So that's with jokes aside, right? That's how it is, right? Nobody except us developers are care really, right? That's the reality. "Hey boss, I just switched to Vim. Just so you know, I mean, my code is gonna be so much better because I can press keys, instead of clicking." Wow, great, beautiful, so much better. The quality of the customers are more happy now. Great job, man. Like, I actually just got a call from a customer. He's like, "Are your developers? Did your developers actually switch to Vim? Because we literally saw the improvement in the product. It was great. We knew it as soon as they switched." Use slug instead of. Wait a minute. Which song should we play? Which song should we play? Let's play. You know what we're gonna play? I don't give a shit if you like it. I'll play Saint Anger. For some reason it came to my mind. Alright, so if we go to the front end, okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's better, but we'll have to see about that. Okay, let's review the changes we made in the front end. Okay. I mean, seems fine to me if you ask me, right? The problem is, yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, well, okay, let's review the front end as well. What have you got to get back on track? Let me just make sure that our API can actually be deployed to Hetzner, because some backup was actually okay. Yeah, it is in fact deploying, so that's good. Let's see. Let's see if our platform is still live, because we just deployed this crap. Okay, it is. That's great. This is probably gonna fart out now if I try to edit. Yeah, fuck. Okay, that's, well, It's not a fuck, it's okay, it's just I know what I'll have to do. Alright, so I guess this one we said it's fine. This one was also fine. We actually don't need this shit, right? Alright, so I mean, again, nobody except me is even writing a course on this platform yet, so we are, I think, fine to introduce some issues and fix them, because at the end of the day, it is a kind of beat it type of thing, right? Yeah, my VS Code is kind of failing a little bit there. So let's just push this bad boy to production. Let's get over here. Where's the programmer network folder? Actually, it's been so long since I also have taken a look at our, not the AppSmith, at our Grafana, right? At our logs. Where's my Grafana? Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's go to Cloudflare while this is building, and let's go to. Actually, I don't know where. Give me a second. Let's go to websites, I guess, right? Programmer network. Let's go to security. Let's go to web application firewall, and let's go to the lists over here. Yeah. Let's go to So let's go back. Let's actually go to manage lists. What's my up? What's my up? Jesus Christ, what's up? What's my up? Continue. What's my up? Edit. Add items. Second remote office. Add to list. I'm not sure what you mean. Why don't you use Cloudflare SSL? I am. Can you elaborate a bit more, Seaplane? Alright, so let's take a look at our logs. It's been a while, so it's been a couple of days since I'm on this vacation. So if we go, so let's say, okay, there was, yeah, this was a little bit weird. What is this jump here? Yeah, that's a little bit strange. Take a look at the logs past week, if I may. Why the program network uses Let's Encrypt and not just Cloudflare? Because Cloudflare is in front of the... It doesn't work like that, Seaplane. It doesn't work like that. Cloudflare is used differently in this context. There's two ends that you have to encrypt. There's the back end that you have to encrypt, and there's the front end that you have to encrypt. Yeah, you need SSL both front end and back end. Node exporter. Let's take a look just at, no, this is the resource of, let's take a look at our nodejs application. So yeah, the logs look fine, so it's okay. Now, I think this is still gonna, yeah, shit, give me a second. Yeah, so the issue now here, and I'm gonna do this manually for some of the courses, right, is now that this course doesn't really have a slug right now, so none of them actually have slugs. So I'll need to do some migration, maybe even manual migration myself off stream, just because new courses now when created, they will actually have they will in fact have so there's going to be more work, right? Because these courses now are also kind of not public, they're private. So I'll need to do a little bit more work on this okay. So what we're gonna do now, let's chat a little bit. Let me just switch to my camera here. Let me do this. Give me a moment. I'll put the volume down a bit and I'll answer some questions and we can chat a little bit. And then I'll need to head off and see my wife maybe a little bit. Alrighty, fellas. Let's chat a little bit. Does anyone have any questions? Is anybody here who's been watching my bootcamp, this bootcamp that I'm recording? Does anybody has any questions? Now is the time to ask them. Now is the time to ask them. Very good bootcamp. Very happy to hear that, Leo. I'm gonna make sure. Well, I don't think that I'm gonna have all bootcamps. I'm just gonna record one bootcamp, and yes, it's gonna be free always and forever. Yes, I'm not my intention with it. Of course, my intention is it. I'm not some sort of messiah. You know, I have a big heart, and so of course I'm seeking to gain something out of doing that. But I'm never gonna charge for it. I'm recording it to get more. People signing up on Programmer Network, and generally making my YouTube grow a little bit, right? So it's not that I'm some sort of messiah who likes to give people free shit. I'm not, right? It's just we all seek some interest, so I'm doing it for personal gain as well. It's about programmers. If you can go and sign up and see it. It's a platform for programmers to share their profiles, write articles, have a little feed like on Twitter where you can post shit, and that's pretty much it. It's for people who want to have a profile and have things aggregated there, their repositories, their articles, their thoughts, their music too loud. Got it. Sorry for that. Nice. Yeah, you can go sign up on Programmer Network and then check it out. But so the bootcamp is always going to be free for sure. There's no questions about that. But I'm doing it. Obviously, every single person on the internet is doing something for the gain. It's not that I'm like, I want to save the world. I don't give a shit about the world. Hello, friend. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we're gonna be writing Go in this stream a lot. Today I just wanted to fix some stuff with Programmer Network or to improve some stuff that I need. But yeah, we're gonna be writing Go. I love Go as well. Some of us here also felt in love with Go. So for sure we're gonna be writing Go tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be streaming now tomorrow. I don't think it's just Java, right? I think generally object-oriented programming is by default over-engineered. Yeah, I don't think it's just Java. There are many languages who are over-engineered, and there are many languages that offer features that nobody ever asked for, right? That's like like having this heater under your seat in a car, right? Like, wow, everybody wants their asshole to be heated even more, like the best feature, right? That's how some programming languages are, right? You implement something that nobody ever wanted, right? And then, You don't see, hello friend, maybe. Everything is relative, right? You do see a lot of abstraction in C#, you see a lot of abstraction. You don't see a lot of abstraction in C++ because C++ is a better language than Java, let's face it, right? It's also, there's also some design decisions that make some languages worse than others, right? Not to say that they're bad, and there's no languages that are bad. Every language that achieves your goals is a good language. If it solves your problem, it's great, right? But there is some objective truth to some ideas in some languages. You cannot say that everything is fully open, right? I think object-oriented programming by default should have never existed, in my opinion, right? It's by nature flawed, right? And this is not just, I think, my opinion. I mean, you can see the languages which are you can see that languages which are taking toll, which are taking over the world, are actually not really object-oriented languages, right? So so that's just how it is. But yeah, again, I'm never gonna say that something is bad. No language is bad. There are many, every single language you want to shit on, I'm sure that there are 100 millions of devices or whatever that it's running on as well, right? So, so that's just how it is. But I agree, Go is a beautiful language. It has some verbosity. It has, but I think overall it's very hard to find negative things about Go, right? It's really hard to look at that language and say, you know, it's like you would really have to be very picky to shit and Go, right? Yeah. Is there anything I haven't been coding in Go much at all. I suck at Go. I mean, I've been coding, man, for almost 20 years. I've been coding in C and C++ many years ago. I haven't been writing one language for 20 years. Of course not. But what I'm really good at are those languages indeed, right? But I've been coding in many languages over my career, right? And I suck at Go. I'm not good. Yeah. Stream-wise, I'm sorry. I mean, no, you're right. You're right. Hello, friend. I mean, the only really thing that I'm good at right now, languages-wise, very, if I may say, very good, is the JavaScript ecosystem. It's true because that's what I've been doing for the most part past decade, right? This is just how it is. That objectively, you cannot be insanely good at two languages because there's too many details, and it's very rare that a programmer, right? It's very rare that a programmer codes equally in two languages and two runtimes and two ecosystems at once. So no matter what in your career, you're always going to be better at one thing than the other. So if I switch fully to Go now, right, probably my other skills would get neglected, right? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, let me tell you about something about the bootcamp that I'm doing, right? I'm a little bit skeptical, right? Because I can see that generally, I think the biggest reason why people fail to learn programming is not really the content. I can see it already, you know, on my videos. I mean, if I would actually show you in my videos, right? People have no patience, right? You know, people expect when I look at the analytics of my videos, I can see that people want to become programmers and make $100,000 instantly a year by watching 3-minute videos. So I think there's so many great bootcamps already out there. You can already find so many on YouTube by what is it called? Free Code Bootcamp or whatever. Right, it's just people have no patience. So no matter what, I mean, I think that this bootcamp that I record is going to be awesome, but it doesn't matter, man, because people have no patience to watch a video, right? It's just crazy. Like, I can see the statistics in my videos. For example, if I take a look at the analytics, the average time that people watch any of my videos is like 3 minutes, right? So no matter what, right? But it doesn't matter, right? When you're super junior, right? If you're just starting in the industry, you cannot read documentation because you know nothing, right? But generally, right? No matter, like, you can create the best, most amazing course on the planet, but people today cannot focus, right? It's just people cannot focus. Like, if I literally told you, hey, man, if you follow this bootcamp I'm recording, I promise you that you're going to find a job, people would still not do it, right? Because people have no patience. So, you know, I can see that people want things instantly, and it's not going to happen, man. If you don't put in the effort when it comes to programming, you will never learn it. You can seek for that fucking course for the rest of your life. you can seek some messiah that's gonna magically, you know, do this with his fingers, but this doesn't exist, right? So people, you know, I don't know what people expect, right? But either way, right? I mean, I will record this bootcamp, and I will record it over the next 6 months, even to a year. It's gonna be many videos. There's a lot of things to cover, but you know, I can see that, you know, for example, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna share my screen with that now, but I can see that. Where can I actually see that? I want analytics. Average view duration 4.5, less than 5 minutes on a video. That's like, how long is this video? Or how can I see the length of the video? So yeah, the video is like 51 minutes. So introduction to CSS video that I recorded is 51 minutes. Average view duration is 5 minutes, right? But I'm not worried about the views, right? I'm not doing this because of the views, right? I just wanna record this bootcamp so I can share it with people when they ask for it, right? It's just something I'm gonna do. I don't give a shit if they end up having 1,000,000 views or 20 views. I don't care, right? I'm doing this for myself before anything, right? So I don't care. But yeah, it's that's just how it is. I mean, people can't focus, and this is objective truth, I think, for most content, right? I think. Because yeah, that's so no matter what you do, like, the expectation is that somehow you're gonna, hello friend, I mean, maybe one day, right? I mean, I it's gonna probably take me like half a year or so to finalize these videos, because I mean, I do these ad hoc, right? I mean, I literally find 1 hour of time that, like, my son is asleep or whatever. I'm like, okay, let me go and record the video, right? So yeah, for sure. But let's, you know, it takes a long time to record there's so many things, right, to talk about, and there's so many, right? But yeah, that's how it is, right? I mean, it's oversaturated market, right? There's so much content today. If I've done this many years ago, right, I think things would have been different. I should have maybe done it long ago, right? But yeah, I'll keep on doing it, right? And that's what it is now. You know, our people. That's just how it is. Yeah, so I will. So that's why we worked on Programmer Network today, because I need to enable the courses on Programmer Network. So yeah, I just need to fix something off stream. But yeah, you cannot click on that now because we haven't finalized things in the stream today. But yeah, so I will be referring people to Programmer. So the idea basically is that, yeah, I'll be making free videos, free courses in general, but then of course I'll link it to Programmer Network and stuff. So, but again, it doesn't really matter, man, because the thing is, look, if I haven't streamed, if I haven't streamed to some degree, and if I have focused my time better on producing some of this content, I would have long ago had you know, all of this stuff recorded, right? So I will in fact mix it up with the streams, right? Because streams are very I mean, streams are fun because same people keep coming back, and that's why I keep coming back. But other than that, as I said many times, streaming is useless, right? Streaming is only useful if you're some sort of a creator who has like 200,000-300,000 followers somewhere else, and then a small fraction of them is gonna watch you live streaming, right? Other than that, it's pointless, right? Because these videos, when they're recorded, all of this time today that I spent, how much? 2 hours and 40 minutes in the stream, I could have probably recorded like 3 videos, right, on this bootcamp, right? So it's like it's just finding what to put your focus and time into, right? Yeah. Shit, good song. All right. Does anyone have any interesting things to share? Something you guys want to discuss before I head off? But yeah, I mean, more definitely like starting next Monday, we're gonna be back on a standard. I mean, I will be streaming a lot. Just for those of you who might be wondering that. So I'm not going to stop streaming or anything like that. So I'm still on vacation, right? So that's why it's very random lately. I've been streaming very randomly lately, right? But because I'm abroad, you know, I'm not at home. But yeah, Beardy. Yeah, hello friend. Absolutely, man. We will use it for programming network for sure. And you know, we write Go a dream data where I work. So I mean, I have multiple reasons to learn Go. And I mean, if you're asking me, I think for all of you here who are spending your precious time with me almost every night when I'm streaming, definitely investment in Go for everybody is going to be. I think it's a good bet to make. I think betting on Go for the future is a great bet. In my humble opinion, at least, also seeing something in the past couple of companies I worked at. At Airtame we used Go 6-7 years ago. At Dream Data right now, almost everything is written in Go. So I can see my prediction is that Go is gonna just keep climbing on that list because it's a simple language. It's a very concurrent language. So yeah, I think it's a great bet, and I think it's not that I'm gonna do this because of Programmer Network. I think Programmer Network we're gonna be writing. I just need to find some. I need to find some excuse to write it, right? So the hard, you know, as some of you know, I mean, I learned. I've been learning Go in what was it 7 years ago, right? But then I just haven't been building anything with it, and then all of that shit that I learned back then I just forgot, right? So Yeah, for sure. Hello, friend. I'm with you, man. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. 100%. It's very simple, right? It's one of the very few languages, at least for the API in the API world, where you basically almost don't need any external dependencies. You don't need anything, right? You can achieve whatever you want pretty much with the bare language, right? Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, I think it's time for me to go off. It's good to be seeing all of you again. Seriously, Leo and all of you guys. Thank you very much for being here. And yeah, let's most likely 95%. Let's see each other tomorrow. I don't have anything planned. I don't have any friends coming tomorrow evening. So, and hello, friend. Good to see you again, man. Thank you for passing by. I appreciate that very much, man. Chillax, my friend. Thanks a lot, man, for being here. Sorry for not managing to write any Go today. I planned it, but it didn't go well, so let's do it tomorrow. Likewise, my friend. Likewise. Have a good one as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Be well. I wish you guys well, and all the best. Peace out. Cheers. Bye-bye.